morning. I swear a lot.
Hello friends, and welcome back to Limbus Company. Welcome back to Canto 7. So, we've done a bit more prep because we desperately need it. But first of all, I want to claim things from here because there was like a new ego and I kind of wanted to do it on camera, and then as more time went on, I was like, I probably should have just claimed it off camera. But I'd waited so long that I was like, I may as well do it on camera, so let's do it on camera.
흐름을 따라 달려가면 역시 여기 숨어 있었네요.
Huh. Ah. Oh, Honglu's a Robin Hood. That's very fun. I dig that. Okay. You'll notice that I'm not very far in the fucking battle pass, and that's because I'm not really doing mirror dungeons during this time because I have to wait until the Canto's over before I can do the mirror dungeon on on camera, so I can then do it whenever I want. So it's fine. I'll get to the end of the battle pass before the season's over. I guarantee it. But yeah, we got some stuff. That's nice. So, in terms of the Sinners, yes, Otis is now level 40, so she'll really be able to hold her own. Honglu is also level 40 because both his support passive and his battle passive are very useful, so him being able to stay on the battlefield is beneficial to all of us. Granted, he only heals his own SP when he's on the field, but that's still valuable, that's still useful. He can support himself when he gets on the field. I want to focus on Gregor next because his is along a similar vein. You know, when he's in support, he heals other people. When he's on the field, he heals himself. And that makes him very useful in both roles. And I would say that Svi Sinclair is probably the most useful as a backup. Having said that, I just realized that your shield is pretty good. But oh well, maybe Sinclair next, I don't know. But I decided to do Sinclair and Yi-Sang last for this reason. Once everyone's at level 40, I'll start focusing on bumping people from level 40 up to level 50 so that we can have a stronger average team. But as it currently stands, we just need to get that average up in case people get bodied, because I don't want one mistake to lead to an entire party wipe because my backup is weak. With that in mind, you know, let's get back in there. So we just won a boss fight, hooray. Zippity-doo-dah, fantastic, love it. I don't think it will be a boss fight, but we'll see. Could be anything really, couldn't it? It's probably fine. Recommended level 44. Oh, okay, we're actually fine. This will be fine. Last one was like 48. Has the cat let go of your tongue now?
잠시만요. 이런 모험담에는 그럴듯한 배경과 음악이 빠질 수는 없죠?
I thought he was holding Sueno Impossible for a minute, and I was like, oh, that's a problem. But he's right. Backdrop, music, lighting. Tell us a story. With a quick flick of his staff, the magician rapidly shifts and warps everything around us. Episode 1, in which are recounted the most wondrous adventures of Don Quixote. Oh boy.
뭐야? 갑자기.
What's with the whimsical music? I don't like it. Golden bow resonance. I've looked it up and it's bow. It's not bow, it's bow. And if anyone tries to be like, no, Foreman, it's bow, fuck you. Anyway.
떠올려보세요. 당신이 겪은 모험의 나날들에 대해서.
Very blue adventures. I can't wait. Are there going to be windmills?
맞소. 본인은 수많은 모험과 결투를 하였다네.
Don Quixote, you look fucking ridiculous.
그렇다면 그중 기억이 남는 모험 몇 개만 꼽아볼까요?
These are going to be really fucked up, aren't they?
모두가 볼 수 있게.
Oh yeah, these are going to be really fucked up. Maybe even questionable.
그 이야기를 해보죠.
How about that time you were tasked with burning down an orphanage and you said just one?
그 이름하여 하얀 달의 기사.
The hallowed adventures of Don Quixote.
와 함께한 당신의 숭고한 모험을.
And the night of the white moon.
짜잔.
Nice helmet, bro.
하얀 달의 기사? 그게 니놈의 정체인가?
I think he's just doing a bit. You know, let's wait him out and find out.
그럴 리가요. 소개가 늦어 오해가 생겼군요. 저는 여러분의 라만차랜드 유람을 도와줄 안내자 산손이라고 합니다. 하얀 달의 기사는 단지 배역일 뿐이죠.
Hi, Sanson. Who is the Knight of the White Moon? I'm very curious.
하얀 달의 기사.
좀 비슷했나요?
Well, you're wearing a Dark Souls helmet. That's probably close enough.
아무래도 제가 이 배역을 맡는 게 마음에 들지 않다는 표정이군요.
Get Gregor to do it. He's a fantastic actor. The best I've ever seen.
마침 아직 제대로 새기지 못했지만 가능성을 품은 배우가 이 자리에 있으니
Please be Gregor.
이 하얀 달의 기사 배역은 당신에게 드리죠.
Come on. Oh, actually, Sinclair looks really cool. Like, yeah, the moon is stitched on. That's kind of lame, but the weapons are cool.
저요?
I hope that Don Quixote didn't fight the Knight of the White Moon, because that would be really awkward. Sinclair held his forehead for a moment, then looked at his changed appearance in confusion. But that did not last. He's like, actually, I quite like it. Even Sinclair's gotten quiet, like something's controlling his mind. Ah, I see. How do we fight this guy? If he can do all this?
무대 위에 올라간 배우처럼 저자가 이야기하는 동안에는 연기를 멈출 수 없는 것 같네요.
It's a good thing he didn't pick Gregor then, because the first thing Gregor said would break character.
이거 괜찮은 거야?
No! Obviously!
둘은 전설로만 들려오는 강을 찾고 있었죠.
A river? Oh boy, is it Siofra?
그 길을 알고 있는 건 하얀 달의 기사뿐. 돈키호테는 그저 뒤따라갈 뿐이었죠.
Yeah, that sounds about right, okay.
이런... 정확히는 로신한테도 있으니 셋이었군요.
Rocinante! Well, hey!
발걸음 소리도 제각각이었습니다.
I'm still convinced that Rocinante will turn out to be some kind of entity that then got turned into shoes, but we'll see.
기사는 터벅터벅.
Experienced yet relaxed. Very Sinclair, it's not.
로신한테는 위풍당당. 당신은? 비틀비틀.
Oh, hither and thither.
그곳은 누구의 발걸음도 닿지 않는 곳이라 도시의 가장 깊은 곳에 있고 많은 모험가이자 기사이자 해결사들이 도전하였던.
God, the city is big. Like, I know, the city is big. It's like the size of a country, I get it. But it still surprises me when it's like, there's a fucking river in here somewhere where people go for some kind of challenge. And it's like, this is in a city. I know it's not a city, it's like more like a city-state, like a country. But it's still technically a city, and there's just a random-ass river in there that no one knows about where you go for adventures and shit. Like you were fucking plundering a tomb or whatever.
고요하고 끔찍할 정도로 평화로우며
With-
오로지 별 구름만이 떠다니는 곳.
And the floating nebulae.
조금만 더 가면 도착이에요.
I could see them having hilariously stupid adventures. And he's like, I don't like being an actor.
그 강을 찾고 나면 당신이 앞으로 묻게 될 곳도 제가 이끌 거예요.
So did Don Quixote join this order or something?
아무도 오지 않을 버려진 등대.
Oh, probably not then.
그곳에서 머물고 계세요.
Spruce it up. This is basically how the game Outward starts. You know, this is how you get your lighthouse.
지낼 곳까지 마련해 주다니
Every adventure must begin with a home base.
감동스러울 정도로 충실한 친구군요.
알겠네. 자, 이끌어주시.
아니요, 당신은 말이 없었습니다.
Stick to the script. This is the part where you tripped over and you dropped Sueno Impossible into the river. Remember? Because you did. I'm telling you.
어째서일까요? 벅차오르는 기대감 때문이었을까요? 이런 모험담의 첫 장식으로는 다소 밋밋한 이야기였습니다.
No, where's the dragon? When did they fight nothing there?
박진감 있게 가보죠. 다음 이야기로 넘어가 볼까요?
By all means. Episode 2, which treats Don Quixote's encounter with the bandits. Oh, goodness, they were bandits, ruffians, scoundrels, miscreants.
젠장, 이거 움직일 수가 없잖아.
Heathcliff, are you gonna be a bandit?
이 연극의 흐름에서 당장 벗어날 방법은 없다.
Kind of wild that he has this much power, you know? If we don't have a choice in the matter, then let's at least pay attention to it. It might be relevant. Thinking back, we've never actually given much attention to Don Quixote's stories before. We considered them to be too ridiculous, too tiring to listen to. I could think of 1,000 different excuses, all of which seem remarkably foolish in this exact moment. We came up with to avoid having to listen to her stories. Let's pay attention to Don Quixote's story for once. Her story we never knew, which it turned out would be super relevant to everything.
이 모험은 돈키호테가 이뤄낸 수많은 모험 중 하나입니다.
How has she had so many adventures but doesn't know the fixers are assholes?
위대한 모험가 돈키호테는 많은 마을을 돌아다녔죠. 그러다가
That's a nice village.
양떼 목장 마을에 당도하게 되었습니다.
And it's full of people who herd sheep. How lovely.
양떼 목장 마을이라.
Did you say that though? Are you allowed to say that?
그 마을은 참혹하게도 도적대에게 핍박받고 있었다네. 주민들의 얼굴에는 공포만이 가득했지. 그래서 본인이 무슨 일이냐고 주민에게 물었더니
There were a lot of bandits. A lot of them.
맙소사, 당신은 근방에 이름을 날리던 용감한 모험가 돈키호테 아닌가요? 제발 고통받고 있는 저희 마을을 구해주세요.
이럴 수가. 마을의 사람들이 전부 도적들로 인해 고통받고 있군.
They took all of our shoes and replaced them with worse ones. Oh no, it's terrible.
이 돈키호테! 눈앞에 보이는 악인의 행패를 그냥 눈 감고 넘어갈 수는 없다!
Please go and retrieve my Reeboks.
안심하게! 내 모든 걸 걸고 맹세하지! 저 도적들을 마을에서 내쫓아 주겠노라고!
What, like on your own, or is the Night of the Moon gonna help, or?
하지만 저들은 고작 모험가님 한 명이서 해치우기엔 너무나 많아요.
The good news is when I became a shepherd, I took my axe with me, so I should be able to help.
걱정 마시게! 지금까지 이 돈키호테가 해내지 못한 모험은 없었으니 그렇지 않은가?
So to what degree was she in complete and utter denial, right? Like, at what point does the finger snap occur and it's like, you were just massacring fucking rats and stuff, or like a fucking drug dealer or whatever. It's obviously not that specifically, but at what point does the facade break?
잠깐만요. 뭔가 이상하지 않나요?
Something feels off implies singular and not plural. I would say plural feels off, yes?
무엇이 말이오?
Or doth?
자꾸 누구한테 말을 거시는 걸까요? 하얀 달의 기사? 아니면 용맹한 말 로신한테?
I don't know, you're the one who wrote the script.
그것은 당연히
We're only allowed to say the shit you say we can say, so we're saying the shit that you said we can say. Why are you making us break character?
로신한테 아니겠는가?
So you were talking to your shoes. Very good.
본인은 로신한테와 함께 여행을 다녔지. 로신한테는 무엇과도 바꿀 수 없는 소중한 동료였다네.
Oh, I think you're gonna end this canto having to trade Rocinante for something.
그렇지 않은가? 로신한테!
맞아요, 돈키호테입니다.
Why does that... Why does that horse have a bug arm and a cigarette? Everyone's gonna be very upset when this is over.
그래, 자기 지금 말로 변한 거야?
Hey, no breaking character, Rhodia. Come on now. You're a shepherd.
자, 모두 모험담에 집중해 주세요. 그러지 않으면 도적대가 너무 많아서 용감한 모험가 돈키호테도 고전을 면치 못할 테니까요.
Whole horde of bandits. Many, many more than you've ever seen. Times 3.
그 말대로 도적들은 수가 너무 많았지. 마을 사람들이 염려한 대로 쉽지 않은 싸움이었다네.
So I picked up Rocinante by the feet and swung him at them. And Gregor's like, what?
교태님, 정말 이 계획이 성공할까요?
아니면 다른 좋은 방법이라도 있단 말이냐? 로신한테요.
Pick me up by the feet and swing me at them.
아이, 제가 생각이랄 게 있나요? 저는 모험가에 대해 돈 교태님만큼 알지 못하는걸요.
True, true.
나답게 행동하겠네. 로신한테요. 두려워하지 않는 것 말일세.
So is there going to be a Gregor ID where he's in the horse costume? There fucking better be.
그래도요. 적들의 숫자는 저희보다 많은 게 안 보이시나요? 물러나는 것은 달아나는 것이 아니고 위험이 희망보다 앞설 때는 발길을 멈출 줄 아셔야 합니다.
Know when to stop their stride when danger outpaces hope. That's a wise horse.
저런 로신한테는 돈키호테만큼 용감하지 못했던 모양이에요. 거기다가 협조적이지도 않았답니다. 한낱 말, 아니 신발일 뿐이면서 말이죠.
As far as pairs of running shoes go, these are especially cowardly.
아,
조용히 해라 로신한테. 자기 주인을 이토록 트집 잡는 신발이 세상 천지 어디 있단 말이냐? 내가 저자들과 맞서 싸울 용기를 내게 보여주지 못해서 그러는 것인가? 이 돈키호테, 이제라도 로신한테에게 증명하리라.
For a pair of running shoes, these are especially insolent.
그렇게 이 돈키호테는 유례가 없는 치열한 일전을 벌였다니.
And presumably it didn't go too badly because you're here to tell the story.
멈추지 마라, 이 비열한 겁쟁이들아!
And they're like, we weren't gonna.
이 몸은 전력을 다해 랜스를 찌르고 또 찔렀지.
Good. And then we fought them. Turns out you actually had like 11 friends who are all functionally immortal. That's fun. Ah, this is fun. I like this. No good bandit. Oh, the music's nice. Target has the weak, deal 30% more damage. On Clash Win, inflicts the weak. Loves bullying the weak. Clash power +1 when attacking an enemy with the weak. This music fucking bangs. Alright, let's see what we can do then. No point doing my editing tricks on this one, because... well, there's no point, you know, it's an event, it's a thing. Let's go in.
탈출 개체 확인.
That's not a great start. There we go. Oh, that's better. Yeah, punch that stupid cardboard cutout. Yeah. Nice. Good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
가진 놈들을 털.
Yeah, we're doing just fine. Yeah, this will be alright. It's obviously not intended to be a particularly difficult encounter. It's all in the presentation, which is fantastic, by the way. Must say, I really like this. Very good. Does that trigger no, or do we need 3? We need 3. Oh, the guitar is so pretty. That is some of the prettiest acoustic guitar I've ever heard. So nice. Pop! So what point does this go horrible? Because it will. Something's very, very wrong here. And I think everyone can see that. Which is what makes it more effective, of course, because you're sat here waiting for the drop, right? Like, what's the deal?
탈출 개체 확인.
But you get to listen to really nice music in the meantime, so yeah, it's alright.
가진 놈들을 털.
시간 징수
No, Marceau is the weak! I don't believe it. How has this happened?
얼마 안 걸릴 거야.
방해꾼 하나가 사라졌군.
I feel like in every other battle I've ever done in this game, I've been like, I understand what we're doing here, right? Like, I understand the context and what that context means. I don't right now. And that's what has made me very interested. That's why I'm interested, because I'm like, cool, the fuck does this mean? You know what? Let's see, because people keep getting at me about it. See if we can get Everlasting going. Because I still haven't fucking used it yet. Such good music. It's so fucking good. Absolutely love it. Did it skip her ego attack? I swear it skipped her ego attack. Fuck's sake, her target died. Well, you can see that I tried. Whose fault was that? Not mine. Come on now. Oh, yes, finally, for fuck's sake.
당신에겐 제가 어떻게 보일까요? 시간의 폐업 안에 그 답이 있을까요?
Ooh. Oh my god! Alright, that's like the best ego attack I've ever seen. Pretty sure. 9% certain that's the best attack I've ever seen. I'm so glad I like Faust now because she's like one of the coolest combatants in the game. It's not that I didn't like her before, but you know what I mean. More.
결과적으로 도적들은 전멸하였고 그 마을은 평화를 되찾았다네.
I like her more now, which is good because now she's proving to be very worthy of it. Yes, a whole 12 bandits, very terrifying.
돈키호테님, 저희 마을을 지켜주셔서 너무나 감사해요. 이 은혜를 어떻게 갚죠?
Oh, Don Quixote, you're so smart and incredibly clever.
마을 사람들은 보답에 대해 물었습니다.
A new pair of running shoes. These are both rebellious and cowardly.
당연한 일이었죠. 보통은 대가를 받고 의뢰를 들어주는 것이 인지상정인데 그 누가 무급으로 그런 수고로운 짓을 하나요?
It would be Don Quixote.
그냥치 마시게나. 정의로운 해결사의 몫을 응당 해낸 것뿐.
And I now half expect it to pan back to Sanson and he's like, but that's not what you said, is it?
아니, 어떠한 대가도 바라지 않고 공짜로 저희를 도와주신다고요? 한 푼도 안 받고? 정말?
Which is handy because we don't have any money.
그럼 해결사란 본래 그런 것일세. 아, 그래도 정 도와주고 싶다면 말이지. 딱 하나 있긴 하네만.
I do actually need money though.
무엇이든 말씀만 하세요.
그것은 말이오. 대단한 것은 아니오. 무엇냐면 말이지.
I want a pair of sentient gloves.
그럼 보수는 어떻게 드려야 할지 저희가 돈이 없어서요.
Uh-huh. Can I have just a schmeckle of blood, perhaps?
네가 신고 있는 그 운동화라도 값이 꽤 나가 보이는데.
Ah. So was I kind of right? Kind of. It just didn't cut back to Sanson.
무슨 소리야? 는 돈을 받고 의의를 행하지 않는다네. 그래도 뭐 정 도와주고 싶다면.
This is getting very confusing. This memory, was that Don Quixote?
이런 무대가 조용해졌네요. 슬슬 다음 이야기로 넘어가 볼까요?
Yeah, let's not stop and think about it. Let's just move on. Yeah, sure. Perhaps all of the, like, morals and stuff, basically the character in which we know Don Quixote stems from Rocinante rather than Don Quixote herself. Or maybe that red voice is not Rocinante, because I literally have no way of knowing who the red voice is right now. and it's maybe a mentor of some kind, and maybe the current Don Quixote actually has multiple personalities in them, but only one has been dominant throughout the time we've known her, except for that one occasion when she ate Mr. Cassette Boy. I don't fucking know. Of the adventures to lay claim upon the helm of Mambrino and the roles that are given. Oh boy. Level 46, yeah, we'll be fine. We know what we're doing. This is getting quite interesting. Episode 3, in which is recounted the matter of Don Quixote and the helmet. I dare say an investment she made far too late and has suffered too much brain damage for it to now be of any use.
돈키호테의 모험은 그 후로도 계속 이어져 갔습니다.
Yay! Woo! Yeah!
그 유물인가 뭔가가 정말 나오긴 하는 겁니까? 그놈들이 거짓말이라도 한 걸 수 있잖아요.
We should have just stabbed all of them, like I kept saying. Me, your running shoes.
그럴 리는 없다네. 그자들이 내게 거짓을 구할 리는 없어. 분명 이 근처 어딘가에 있을 걸세.
They might do. I lie to my delivery person all the time. They're like, "Are you home?" And I'm like, "No. Leave it on the front door."
뭔가를 찾는 모양이군요. 과연 이들이 애타게 찾는 것이 무엇이길래?
Some kind of stupid helmet.
지나가는 나그네여. 이 근방 어딘가에 있다고 전해지는 고귀한 기사에 절대적이면서도 찬란하게 빛나는 맘브리노의 투구에 대해 아시는가?
Absolutely an incandescently resplendent Mambrino. I wonder if he knows Solaire. This is bullshit.
그 고귀한 어쩌고 투구라면 이 앞에 높지 않은 산이 하나 있는데 길을 따라가 보면 나오는 동굴. 그 동굴의 가장 깊은 곳에서 본 적이 있다는 사람들이 있습니다요.
Why does she have to play the role of a hag? She's not even that old.
잘 되었군. 그렇다면 지금 당장 그 동굴로 향하겠네.
Very good.
그렇게 나는 로신한테와 함께 전설적인 투구가 있다는 동굴로 향하였지. 물론 쉬운 모험은 아니었네. 그 안에서는 무시무시한 곰도 만났고.
A big scary bear. I don't know who I want it to be. Let me think. I'm gonna try and guess. I think it's gonna be Merceau, and he's gonna be required to do a roar, and he's just gonna be like rah, because he's completely incapable of emotion. One more time for the cheap seats. Yeah, Heathcliff would have been my second guess. But I thought they'd go Merceau for... I don't know. I thought it might be Merceau. Okay.
로신한테 보이느냐? 저게 그 말로만 듣던 사람까지 잡아먹는 곰인 거 보구나.
It's that man-eating bear who used to be really angry but is now a surprisingly well-adjusted individual after his girlfriend stopped existing.
야, 나 이거 계속 해야 돼? 좀 열받는데?
I said surprisingly well-adjusted, not entirely well-adjusted. Also, it did not take him long to break character, did it?
아니, 그러니까. 으르르르.
보입니다.
I am beholding it.
이번에도 해낼 수 있으시겠죠?
You can take on that dreadful, horrific beast, right? I want it to be really, like, passive-aggressive, where he's like, you can take on that dreadful, horrific monster that smells terrible and is stupid, right? He's just like, ah.
물론 곰 따위가 우리의 적수가 되진 못할 거야.
Indeed. Is this gonna be a boss fight with a Heath bear? It's just a bear. We've still got our Heathcliff. He is quite strong, though. At least we get the really good music, though, so I don't care if I lose or whatever. He's only got 600 HP, he's not that bad. Grr, Rupture, yeah. Grr, target has +5 bleed, deal 10% more damage, Rupture and bleed. Listen, use sword, it's Grr if target has bleed, coin power, fragile, Rupture, bleed. And then, oi, can we stop now? An encounter of moderate difficulty, deal more damage. The man-eating bear deal more damage against targets with less than 50% HP. In a clash, the opponent might lose 1 SP. Maybe. An actual bear. It eats people. How fierce. And it is just this one bear. Okay, you know, I'm... Oh, it's unfocused as well. Okay, right. I was really expecting this to be a focused encounter. Well, let's see what we can do. Fight the bear. Fight the bear, yes. The true attraction of La Mancha Land was that they put Heathcliff in a fucking bear costume and then the kids hit him with sticks. I'm sorry, man. I know, it's a living. It's fine. It's just a little bit of bleed. In exchange for some borrowed time. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I think we'll be okay. Yeah, I think we'll be alright. Yeah, I think it'll be just fine. What a fun series of encounters. I dig it. Rhodia, I dare say. That guitar is so nice. It's so, I don't know, bouncy. And like melodic. Melody infused. Sounds nice. Yeah, that'd be the term. Very good, very good. Reckon it's possible we could land a motherfucking stagger soon. Unleashed violence. Go in. Go for him. He will stagger. We must stagger the bear. I don't know if he's even gonna have enough fucking tremor for this. Oh, he'll have enough tremor, it's fine. Oh, such good music. I absolutely love it. Now staggered him, and now he's in borrowed time. Or time moratorium, I forget the terms, there are many of them. This is gonna suck for you. It did. Yeah, let's do that again. Yeah, let's do that again. Yeah, let's do that again. We'll chain that shit. Yeah, let's go for it. He's so fucked. The everlasting is completely unnecessary. I'm gonna listen to this track so much in my off time, you have no idea.
당신에겐 제가 어떻게 보일까요? 시간의 태엽 안에 그 답이 있을까요?
This is like the best ego attack in the game. It looks so good. I say that and I haven't seen all the... Oh my god. Oh my god! So cool. I haven't seen all the ego attacks, so I can't actually say that with confidence, but it's the coolest one I've seen so far, is what I mean to say. Is he even gonna survive this turn? No. Okay, well, Everlasting allows us to do some crazy,
그렇게 우리는 곰을 물리치고 전설의 맘부리노 투구를 얻는데 성공했다네.
tremor fusing nonsense. You know, getting all that weird new tremor stuff going. And I've also noticed that we're not performing anymore. That's sad.
곰이요?
A bear?
그런 거 마음만 먹으면 솔직히 3초 안에.
Indeed, I'm sure like a fucking second kindred could.
그렇게 시시하게 끝내는 것보다는 답게 싸워야 하지 않겠느냐? 응? 책에서 나온 것처럼 그런 거 있지 않느냐?
Uh-huh. But why? I do truly believe now that the modern Don Quixote is actually a fusion of Rocinante and Don Quixote. Or that Rocinante is suppressing Don Quixote's nature. Because it seems like Don Quixote was just literally a blood fiend. Still technically is, but you know what I mean. Partnered up with a pair of running shoes who were seemingly much more laid back. Like I say, I'm not asking for any confirmation or refute of anything I'm saying at the moment. You know, I'm just conjecturing. It's a fucking video. I either conjecture and say shit that's wrong, or I don't say anything. And what's the point in not saying anything? This is very interesting, though.
투구? 진짜로 돈키호테 씨가 한 모험일까요?
Did she actually do these things? I mean, she is very old.
돈키호테야 본인의 모험담은 처음 듣는 것 같구려.
We probably should have. I'm surprised we didn't even do it once.
보통 다른 해결사분들의 모험담을 이야기하셨었죠?
Good point. So I guess she would, you know, talk about other fixes so much that when it came to her own adventures, we were like, you know what, I'm good, actually, thank you.
아니면 저희의 모험에 대해 끈질기게 묻곤 했죠.
Or that, which I'm sure Ishmael found particularly grating. No one likes to remember being on the lake. I'm not sure. Let's keep listening. Are we still doing the stage play, or... Are we still doing that?
오, 이렇게 성과를 내는 건 얼마만인지 몰라. 이제야 주목을 좀 받으려나?
Oh, right, so all of that time moratorium damage counted as Rhodia's, which is why she got, like, more than 50%. God, that shit's strong. And despite the fact she technically did not do that much damage, you know, that damage was actually done by other characters, but she gets credit. Of the very nice discussion that was had between the manager and the magician. Oh boy. Oh boy, okay. I think we're about to see his teeth.
어떻게 된 거야? 나도 모르게 머릿속에서 이야기가 흘러나왔어.
You're a very good actress, Rhodia.
뭔가에 홀린 것 같았어. 마치 그 장면 속에 실제로 있었던 것처럼.
I'm sorry, but no one gave as good a performance as Gregor did. No one.
말이 되고 신발이 된 기억도 생생하고 정신 멀쩡한데. 기분이 이상하군.
Actually, that's not true. Heathcliff gave the best performance by a wide margin. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, kinda.
자, 멋진 이야기였습니다. 그렇지 않나요? 한때 인간과 혈귀들이 행복하게 살았다던 유치한 이곳의 이야기보다 마음에 드네요.
Yeah, this one was way less juvenile and naive. Question mark?
그런데 그 투구는 지금 어디 있죠? 저 같으면 그렇게 귀중한 투구가 있었다면 매일 쓰고 다녔을 텐데요.
Are you telling me that that hat is not a priceless artifact? Because if you are, I don't believe you.
안타깝지만 본인에겐 맞지 않아서 쓰고 다닐 순 없었네. 내 창고에 있지.
You have a warehouse?
아마
Most likely, okay.
귀중하게 얻은 보물일수록 소중하게 지키고 다니셨어야 할 텐데.
Do you have the helmet now?
언젠가 후회할 일이 없도록. 그 다음 이야기에 대해서도 듣고 싶지만 지금은 이쯤에서 작별할까요?
Well, this was a delightful little thing we did here. Thank you, sir.
약속대로 이 구역으로 향하는 입구를 열어드리겠습니다. 전 약속만큼은 누구보다 잘 지키는 혈귀니까요.
So Samson is a massive fucking concern because he was able to do all of that. That's a lot of power that he just showed off before leaving, right? Literal reality warping shit. Which I guess came from Golden Bow Resonance, you know, because Dante noticed. But that's still concerning. Because he can do it seemingly at will. Like most cases where the Golden Bow Resonance took place, no one really had any control over it. Except for, what's her name? Oh, she used to exist and she doesn't anymore. Oh, well, I guess we'll never know, Kathy. She kinda did, but it's kind of after the fact. It was a weird one. But this was active, intentional, like, we're gonna do a thing, and I know exactly how to make it happen, and I know exactly how to do it. Which is greatly concerning.
약독한 혈기.
Let it go, Don Quixote. Don Quixote's rage resumed just as the story ended, but she was still stuck in place as though the tail hadn't left her body just yet. Likely intentionally.
기대되네요. 과연 다음 구역엔 어떤 이야기가 여러분을 기다리고 있을까요?
I think it's gonna get very violent.
자, 그럼 라만차랜드의 다음 지역도 잘 즐겨주시길. 정의로운 모험가 돈키호테.
What was that? That wasn't a golden bell resonance, was it? It felt slightly different. Ah. There's something else going on here.
무슨 기술을 사용한 건지 몰라도 그대로 발이 얼어붙었어요. 최면에 걸린 것처럼.
Whatever the explanation for how he was able to do it, it's still an insane amount of power.
이상 씨 때랑은 달랐죠?
I don't think it was, because everyone had the choice to not read the script, but it would have led to bad things. You know, like if we weren't reading the script, we would have been attacked. And indeed, every time we fucked up the script and broke character, we were attacked, but nothing was actually forcing us to do it, you know? We could have just chose not to. Here, we had literally no choice.
그 당시는 분명 대본과 함께 연기를 한다는 느낌이 강하였어.
Exactly that, Yi-sang. Yes, thank you for summarizing it much quicker.
저 혈기만의 특별한 능력인가?
I mean, if there is a Bloodfiend kindred clan that can just hypnotize people, then I'm surprised they haven't kind of become the best one.
라만차랜드 내부의 황금가지가 특정 수감자와 공명할 때 저자의 고유한 능력이 더해져 나타난 현상 같습니다.
That seems likely. We should probably steer clear of that Bloodfiend. But you know we won't. Faust? We can't continue this story. We shouldn't. I didn't have the courage to tell them what I've been thinking this whole time. Oh yes, we're addressing this now, are we? That Don Quixote, the hero of the story in which he vanquished the bandits and protected an innocent village. That Don Quixote whose eyes twinkled with the sheer excitement at the thought of taking down La Mancha Land will eventually be forced to spill before every sinner that she is a second kindred blood fiend, which, you know, is going to be interesting.
하지만 단
혈기는 놓쳤는가?
The thing is, how aware is this version of Don Quixote that she is even a blood fiend? I don't know how aware of it she actually is, because it seems to be a separate either personality or entity. Then again, Don Quixote could just be an exceptionally good actor. We don't fucking know yet. You know, because you've beaten this, but I don't know.
하지만 악독한 혈기에게 치명상을 입히는데 성공하였고 목표했던 장치까지 가동할 수 있었으니 이 말하면 꽤 성공적인 성과 아니겠는가?
True, indeed. She was back to her usual energetic self.
언젠간 꿈에서 깨어나야 할 때도 있는 법입니다.
Is she just simply in denial? But Faust's answer seemed to be pointing towards something else. Once the button was pressed, a low rumble emanated from around us. My ears! And a large passageway slowly emerged before us, like gargantuan parts of a great machine ponderously clicking into place.
자, 다음 장을 향해 가볼까?
The subsequent canto of this epic. Oh, she said the thing. This has completely broken my immersion. I'm not even going to play anymore. Why would I? We're about halfway through. Actually, we're just beyond halfway through. Interesting. Wherein the sinners each share their impressions of the haunted mansion. I love a good haunted mansion, except not in real life, because I'm a bit too skittish.
아니, 그렇게 우습다는 듯이 놀리지 말아라.
Uh-huh. Yes, it is. I swear to God, this is Rocinante, and this is now a fusion of the two.
그건 네가 모험이라는 것을 잘 몰라서 하는 소리라고 하지 않았느냐?
You don't even know what an adventure is.
우리는 지금부터 유례가 없는 치열한 고행을 치르러 갈 것이다.
Fun.
네 눈에는 보이지 않느냐? 위대한 모험의 문이 우리에게 활짝 열려 있다.
You sound like you're about to start your first playthrough of Dark Souls.
그러니 잔말 말고 어서 채비를 갖추고 출발하자.
Uh-huh.
하지만 조금 이상하다는 생각은 드는군.
This is quite odd. Just a little bit odd. Just slightly peculiar. Somewhat unusual.
로신한테가 언제부터 말을 할 수 있었단 말인가?
Ah. That's not a thing that should be the case. Maybe it's just like blood fiend senility. Fucking whatever. Maybe blood fiends go senile when they've been around for too long, and she's absolutely off the fucking deep end. Haunted! Bloody Mary! While we had our reservations, we took the path Sanson opened for us and made it to the next area.
걱정이네요. 이 구역은 시춘 씨를 포함해서 다른 해결사분들이 갔다고 들었는데 모두 무사할지.
Are they wearing koala heads? I don't appreciate that. Also, yeah, Zishun, she's probably fine. Look, there's a noose. That's not good.
시추는 괜찮을 거예요. 아, 이거랑 관련해서 재미있는 농담이 하나 있는데.
Wonderful, can't wait.
뭔데?
저희 집에선 13살까지 혼자 살아남은 형제들은 외곽 한복판에 던져놓아도 살 수 있을 거라는 말이 있거든요.
Okay.
조금 서둘러야 하지 않겠어? 여기도 1구역보다 더하면 더했지 덜하진 않을 거라고. 혹시라도 눈앞에서 동생이 잘못되기라다면.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad, huh?
그럴 땐 유해라도 수습해서 언젠가 집에 돌아가면 잘 안치해줘야겠죠.
They're very nonchalant about their own and each other's demises, aren't they, Honglu's family?
시춘도 제게 똑같이 해줬을 거예요.
I somehow kind of doubt it. But then again, we've only met her once. Like, it's hard to get a grasp on her true personality. Just because she seemed standoffish doesn't mean that's entirely who she is, you know? Maybe she holds some esteem or respect for Honglu, even if she's not willing to show it, and would have honored that tradition.
그러냐?
Are you sure?
그러고 보니 좀 춥지 않아 다들?
Isn't it a little drafty, fellas? Oh, jeez. I'm bad at changing the subject. This place feels very different from Area 1. Unlike Area 1, which was extremely gaudy and overtly decorated, this place is teeming with ominous, depressing silence, because this place is supposed to be spooky, because it's a haunted house.
여긴 조금 으스스하달까. 정막이 감도네요. 불길하게.
Spooky! Yes, that's what they were going for. Spooky, yes.
좋은 의미의 정막이면 좋겠는데.
It's not.
이곳에 먼저 온 해결사들이 미리 다 쓱싹해줘서 마주칠 혈귀들이 아무도 없다거나.
I fucking doubt it somehow. It is pretty suffocating to just sit here not knowing who won the fight, or if there even was a fight.
우리는 그 전단지 속 사람 중 하나가 되지 않길 빌자고.
Oh, Gregor, don't worry. No one would miss us, so they wouldn't put up posters anyway.
라만차랜드가 다치기까지는 몇 시간 정도 남았죠?
Dante glances at a mirror to see their own face. About 3 minutes.
5시간가량 남았어.
Oh, we're making good time, actually. We're already halfway through this, and it's only been an hour. Well, halfway through the canto, not halfway through La Mancha Land.
좋아. 이 정도면 순탄하네. 이거 설마 우리가 제일 빠르게 장치를 누른 팀인 거 아니야?
So the question is, what is going to slow us the fuck down? Because something will, because what's the point in introducing a time limit for the mission if it's not going to play into things later on?
비록 이탈자는 발생했지만요.
One guy, and he was a loser.
이탈자라니. 배신자에겐 과분한 호칭이다.
Yeah, pretty much.
하나 신경 쓰이지 않을 수가 없군.
It's fine, he was slowing us down anyway.
우리가 1구역을 통과한 것이 아니라 그 요술장이 복장을 한 자로부터 통과를 당한 것만 같다는 생각에.
Yeah, that is ominous, isn't it?
뭐 좀 특이한 혈기 같긴 했어.
And also just a pretty weird guy.
맞아요. 그리고 어딘가 익숙한 느낌이.
Yeah, right, like he was some kind of librarian who really likes coffee. I don't know.
그랬나? 약간 예술파 같다는 점이 류슈랑 비슷하지 않나 생각하긴 했는데.
Oh, I'm sure she'll appreciate that. It's somehow more concerning that she has a completely neutral expression. Ryoshu quietly let out a cloud of smoke. It briefly lingered mid-air before turning into a bizarre shape. I have no idea how the fuck you do that. I smoked for like 10 years and couldn't do shapes.
귀엽네요. 고양이인가요?
Oh yeah, Ryoshu did something cute. Totally.
질질 짜고 있는 내 놈의 모습이다. 통역을 잘못할 경우 벌어질 모습을 표현했지.
I don't know, the mistranslation back at the staging area was pretty good. I liked it. Even Ryoshu liked it.
여기 좀 특이한데.
This place is alright, eh? It's not bad. It's got a certain je ne sais quoi. Ooh, what is it?
아, 이거 좀 봐. 지도를 보니까 의무실이라는 곳도 있는 모양이야.
Oh yeah, I bet that's used for its intended purpose.
어트랙션을 타다가 다친 분들, 너무 놀란 분들, 혹은 피가 긴급하게 필요한 혈기분들은 이곳에서 도움을 받으세요.
Guests who are injured on a ride or need a moment to calm down will be put out of their misery by any blood fiends who are in urgent need of blood. Everybody wins.
하, 친절한 문구구만.
Indeed.
라만처랜드는 혈기와 인간들이 행복하게 살 수 있는 공간을 위해 만들어졌다고 했었죠.
I think they were very bad at it somehow.
이 지도 설명만 보면 그래도 옛날에는 어쩌면 그 뜻대로 되었을지도 모르겠다는 생각이 드네요.
I think it's a situation where everyone wanted to believe it was working, but it really wasn't working.
그게 무슨 소리요? 제대로 되었을 리가 없지 않은가?
Uh-huh. Just like, I don't know, going on an adventure with your running shoes.
이런 건 돈키호테의 사전엔 있을 수 없는 모험이요. 악인들과 공생하여 행복하게 살아가는 장소라니. 그러고 보니 지크프리트님이 해결했던 사건 하나가 생각나는군.
And then everyone stops paying attention.
그것은 다리 위에서 벌였던 전투였지. 그때도 악인들이 아주 간악한 제안을 했다고 하네.
And then Siegfried suplexed them, yes?
지크프리트님을 돈과 권력으로 압박하며 자신들과 한편에 서라고 꼬드겼다지.
It turns out those villains were called K-Corp, and he accepted! Hooray!
하지만 우리 지크프리트님은 결코 이에 현혹되시지 않았네.
Is anyone gonna point out that Siegfried bent his knee to K-Corp?
가증스러운 잔을 내뱉는 악인의 얼굴에 슈퍼 펀치를 날려주면서.
그 1시간짜리로 편집된 영상이요? 그거 딱 봐도 짜인 대본.
Ishmael, why don't you just fucking tell her that Santa Claus exists, huh?
이렇게 말씀하셨죠. 감히 이 지크프리트를 고작 이 더러운 돈으로 끌어들일 수 있다고 생각하는가?
But he is a purchasable product with contemptible money.
슈퍼 레이저를 내게.
It is this moment where I'm like, she might be the most mysterious and confusing character in the whole fucking game. So far. Onglu's pretty fucking mysterious.
자, 모두 여기에 집중하도록.
She's like, alright, shut up. A timely intervention from Otis put a stop to Don Quixote's story, which I think was over anyway.
피즈머니들의 흔적들이 이 어트랙션에 집중되어 있다.
A good sign, I'm sure.
이름은 헌티드 블러디 메리라고 되어 있군.
Just like the barber said.
뭐 유령의 집 같은 건가 보네.
Just like the barber said, yes.
아, 싱클레어. 유령의 집이라는 거엔 진짜 유령이.
He's gonna hate this.
잠깐. 저도 어렸을 때 가족들과 놀이공원에 가봤다고요. 그러니까 그런 식으로 놀린다고 제가 놀란다거나 그럴 일은.
Oh, Sinclair, my guy, I would never have assumed that you were, I don't know, frightened or concerned.
있냐고 물어보려고 했는데 난 놀이공원은 처음 와보거든.
And you forgot the road here is poor. Shame on you. Aww.
죄송해요.
에이, 아니야. 그래서 진짜 유령이 나오는 거야?
This one will.
보통 엉성한 인형들이 나오는 게 전부일 거예요.
어린아이들 또한 이용이 가능한 어트랙션이기에 실제 유령을 배치하진 않는다. 공포를 조성할 만한 장치가 있을 뿐.
We should perhaps acknowledge the fact that the nature of this attraction may have changed ever so slightly from its original intonation, yes?
네, 주로
가족과
가족이나
Whoops.
형제는 없었던 거니?
Yeah, where the fuck did Don Quixote come from?
나는 날 때부터 혼자였어. 언제나 추웠고 외로워서.
It's been a long life of loneliness and tragedy. My parents didn't even show up to my birth.
그렇다면 내가
Then let me be shoes. Question mark?
더 이상 죽고 싶지 않게 만들어주마. 너에게 영원히 함께할 가족을 줄 테니 나를 따라오렴.
Is Rocinante like the first kindred, like the originator? That would be so funny. The literal originator of the Blood Fiends. A pair of shoes. I'm going to leave it there. Friends, thank you so much for watching. I have so many like different theories circling around in my head at the moment about what the fuck is going on. And I know that like none of them are right. I know that none of them are accurate. I know that none of them are correct. Which is exciting, actually. And it would also be exciting if it was like, it turns out it's actually this one that you thought of. And I'm like, but we got there in a way that I didn't expect or anticipate. But, the music during the fucking stage show sessions was super good. I loved that. That music was so nice. Really, really liked it. And I don't know, it's very interesting. And I hate using that word because word interesting is ironically very boring. But it's like during Canto 6, things were interesting, but you still had a fairly decent grasp on the situation, I suppose. Like, it became pretty obvious that if Kathy was dead, she was, affecting things from beyond, likely due to Golden Bough resonance. Like, there were semi-logical explanations for what was occurring, even if later on it was like, well, actually it was this. Rather than being directly straight up incorrect, it was more adjacent to the truth, like, oh, so it's obviously this. Close. It's actually this. And it's like, oh, okay. She's not dead as such, but she is kind of dead, quote unquote. You know what I mean? I'm not going to get into the plot of Canto 6. There's no point. But here, I'm like, I literally have no idea about Don Quixote's origins. Not even slightly. I have less understanding now than I did before I came in, which is good, actually. That's what you want. You want there to be confusion and concern and mystery and uncertainty, especially uncertainty. I want to have a quick look at Lasso because it occurs to me I forgot to do that. Oh, this is a rupture ego. Ooh, that's pretty good. It also does some bleed. If an enemy or an ally is killed due to rupture or bleed damage, inflict 2 lasso against a random enemy and gain 1 haste next turn. Oh, he has a rose thorn horse. That's fun. I like that. This is a cool one. Rose Hunter, yeah. Nice. Can you equip it? You can! Sweet. Might check that out next time. Very excited to see what's going on, but at the same time, I'm trying not to have these be a million hours long, so we're going to keep this nice and tame. Friends, thank you so much for watching. Looking forward to next time. Special thanks to our members and patrons: Tony the Horse, Cryolytic, Abyssal Angie, Ninja Dog, B-Chan, Grand Captain General Peace, Beanbag Turtle, Malignant Humor, Cuds, Kana Samaria, Poe, Porkchop Lebrec, Lifesteal, Mega Mr. Z-Man, Unclever Names, Summercat, Flanny, Pinch Dragoon, Lila Hagsire, Lip Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harrick J, Dresso, Sion Distant, Slol, Etherbin, Linky, Zeon Cedar, Bimblewatch, Majoko Maimoon, Alkia, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jess Kissy, Plutonium Pie, Dreamer Ghost, Slepalana, K-Bob, Magic Owl, The Frostbite, Monsoon, SCP-1068, Namad, and Kenny T800 for support me on YouTube and Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. This is cool. I'm also very much looking forward to the next difficult quote-unquote encounter, because I know a lot of people didn't find the Barber particularly difficult, but it was fun for me in providing a challenge. And I'm looking forward to the next one, as it were. That's always very enjoyable for me. I always like coming up against these big, simultaneously gameplay-intensive, but also narratively significant moments in these cantos. It's always been a thing with me where I really love boss fights, and I think if you're going to have a game with boss fights, because your game doesn't actually have to have boss fights, if you are going to have boss fights, they better be fucking good, right? Because they have to be. It is the most emblematic and significant moments of your game. So they've got to fucking shine. And I feel that Limbus's, for the most part, do. So I'm excited to see what comes next. And whatever that is, hope I see you there. Doodles, goodbye.